everyone, on another glorious October day. It's the final October Saturday of the 2012 season. Welcome everybody to the Bison pregame show from the Fargodome tailgating lots, along with Jeff Kolpack and Eric Peterson. I'm Tom Izzo. We're back in familiar territory. They hosted us so well, we had to come back and do it all over again.
The food is absolutely outstanding, wasn't it? How can you not come back?
We had to come back for it. Great matchup today as the third-ranked Bison get set to host Southern Illinois in a game that has huge conference implications and potential playoff implications as well. The Bison are coming off a huge performance last week at South Dakota. They got back on the winning ways. Defense was unbelievable. South Dakota ran one play in Bison territory last week.
The Bison have been statistically dominating this year. In the Valley Conference, they lead the league in total offense, total defense, scoring defense, and scoring offense. You just don't see that happen very much.
That's a dominating performance. SIU comes in, Jeffrey, with the 3-4. We've dictated it all this past week. Obviously, it gave the Bison headaches last year. How do they counteract that today?
You know, we've talked about the 3-4 so much. You think they invented the 3-4. Actually, it was Bud Wilkinson in Oklahoma. There's a historical geek fact for you. But it is. It's a blitzing defense. I'm looking for the NDSU to have a conservative game plan against that because SIU has been manufacturing points. Yeah. They've been returning punts for touchdowns, returning fumbles for touchdowns, 100-yard interception return. NDSU absolutely has to avoid those kind of freakish plays.
How surprised are you? A couple of weeks ago, we were ready to throw dirt on SIU and maybe Dale Lennon himself after the start they have. Here they gone. They've run through Youngstown, Illinois State, and Northern Iowa, and in first place in the league.
Yeah, they were sitting 2-3 at one time with a lot of good teams in front of them. Give them credit. They've won, and they won on the road.
Here comes the Bison defense, which is coming off a really good performance last week. But I think you mentioned it last week, and you said maybe they should move this game on the road because they've lost their last two games that they've lost in the regular season. Just in general, they've lost here.
Kolpack brings up the Southern Illinois defense. The two common factors in those home losses have been turnovers. The DJ McNorton fumble 2 years ago, and then we saw what happened against Indiana State the last time they played at home. Southern Illinois has an opportunistic defense, so they have to protect that football.
As we watch what's going on around the Valley today, Indiana State, it's a big game, obviously, with South Dakota. We expect the Sycamores to win. The other games we'll be keeping an eye on. Youngstown State's at South Dakota State, Illinois State at Northern Iowa. Let's go to Brookings really quick. It's going to be a muddy track down there. Do the Penguins right the ship today?
No, they don't, because Zach Zenner is a physical back. It's a muddy track. It's the only grass field in the Missouri Valley. That's like Mike Ditka football, isn't it? Got to go with the Jacks.
Illinois State at Northern Iowa. The Panthers beat South Dakota State. What about Matt Brown and the Redbirds today in a game they need?
I think they're reeling a little bit. Northern Iowa's got things back on track. Nothing to lose. I'm looking UNI at home.
All right, time now for our Saturday selections to become now the highlight of the pregame show. Last week you said the Bison needed to go into beast mode. They did that. What do you expect here today?
No beast mode today. But I am bringing out the belt. This is going to be for the Missouri Valley Football Conference Championship. The first title defense this week.
Oh my goodness.
The Bison defense is going to show up big. The Bison offense isn't going to turn the ball over. I'm expecting some Brock Jensen discount double checks. A Dudzik death drop from the Bison defense. 21 Bison, 8.4 Southern Illinois.
8.4?
That's what the Bison are allowing this year, 8.4.
You see what he did there? He got booed the last time we were here, so he's sucking up to the crowd here today. He's got it there. I think the Bison get back against Southern Illinois today. I have them with the offense opening it up. Brock Jensen, I agree with throwing a couple touchdown passes. I have them winning 27-13. We saved the best for last. You had a head last time we were here.
Not so fast. You know, Southern Illinois has a great defense.
They do.
So here's my pick.
Yes, live.
Salukies are the dogs, right? Have you ever seen a Salukie? The ugliest dog you can find. So this is the next best thing. Salukies and the dogs. However, looks are deceiving. I'm looking for the Bison to cover the dogs. Looks like E a little bit, doesn't it?
He gets the cheers once again. It should be a great game. The live blog begins in about an hour inside the Dome, and then we're back with full highlights and reaction on the post-game show coming up later today here on WDAY.